All right, here's the story of how I fixed my codependent marriage. When I got married, I was so obsessed with whether my wife was upset at me or not. Like, if she got mad at me, I would have this intense pain in my chest, and I just felt like I had to do whatever it took to keep her from being mad at me. So I became like really avoidant and really needy and really anxious and all the stuff that codependent people do. I was not able to hold on to myself. I was not capable of being a strong, flexible self in the context of the relationship. So I could do pretty well at work, but as soon as I came home, I would start acting like a child. And I kind of made it my job to take care of all of her emotional problems for her. So if she was sad, that was my problem. If she was upset, that was my problem. The thing that helped me change that behavioral pattern was learning that I had a poorly calibrated warning signal. For me, it's this pain in my chest that says, you're about to get in trouble, things aren't okay, wife is upset. And I learned that that was a leftover warning signal from childhood. And so this was a behavioral pattern that really helped me out as a kid when I was dealing with my mom, because it was important for me as a kid to know when my mom was upset. Now, as a grown man, if my wife is upset, that's honestly more of her problem and less of my problem. Whereas when I was 4 years old, if my mom was upset at me, that really was my problem. Like that was a significant issue. But as a 44-year-old man, I still had this intense warning system in my chest that said, watch out, things are bad, you need to do something about this. The truth is, I don't need to do something about that as an adult. I can just, let her deal with her own feelings and she'll be okay. But my mind had never really adjusted to my new reality of being an adult in an adult relationship. It was still operating off, what I had learned about being a kid in a child-parent relationship. I use something called the 80-20 rule to think about what's happening in this kind of situation. 80% of my relationship distress is left over from childhood, and 20% is a response to what's actually happening in my marriage right now. So by keeping that idea in my mind, I can say, oh, I'm feeling distress, but a lot of it is just a leftover thing from childhood. It's not really a reflection of how serious the current situation is.